I'm going to show you how to do twisted stitches the way I like to do them. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. All you're doing is twisting one over one stitch. It's like a super mini cable. Or after this I'll show you one over two stitches, but one stitch on top over one or two stitches, just twisting them around each other. So first I'm going to do a right twist. The way I do a right twist is stick the right needle through both of the two stitches as if to knit two together. So the stitch which is currently on the left is going to be twisted right over the next one. So you stop one stitch before the top stitch. So stick your right hand needle through both of the two stitches as if to knit two together. Slip it onto the right hand needle. Then stick your left hand needle through the two together in the new order that they're in now. Slip them back on the left hand needle, and now they're in the correct order. The one that used to be on the left is now on the right, so it twisted right over the other one. Now the only thing is they're now positioned twisted on the needle. Each individual stitch is now twisted. If I knit through the front loop, it'll become twisted. So what I need to do is just knit through the back loop to untwist it. So knit through the back loop. There you go. Same with the back one. They're both twisted, so knit through the back loop. And there you go. The one that used to be on the left is now on the right. I'll do that again. Slip, slip, knit through the back loop, knit through the back loop. Now I'll show you a left twist. So left twist, similar thing where it feels like a decrease, like an SSK decrease in this case. So slip the first stitch knitwise like this, not purlwise like that, but knitwise like that. Slip it, slip the second stitch, same way, knitwise. Now they're both slipped. Now I'm going to take the left hand needle and go through both of the two stitches together like that and flip it onto the left hand needle. Now they're twisted. And now they're in the correct order. The new order with what used to be the right stitch is now on the left. Twisted left. Now with the left twist, they don't get twisted on the needle. You don't need to knit through the back loop or anything. They're in the correct position on the needle, ready to knit normally. So you just knit normally. First one, second one. Now they're positioned correctly, twisted on the needle. I'll do that again. Slip, slip. Grab them both, slip them over. Knit, knit. One more. Slip knitwise, slip knitwise. Slip them together. This is how you get these. Of course, these kind of stitch patterns with the colors are made with twisted stitches and slip stitches. So you twist them, and then on the contrasting rows you slip the top twisted stitches. That's all part of the pattern, obviously. That's how you do it. Now I'm going to do a twist right over two stitches. So using the same technique as over one stitch, I'm going to put my right hand needle through the stitches as if I'm knitting three together because it's one stitch over two stitches, so there's three total that I'm twisting. So stick the needle through all three, slip them onto the right hand needle. I'll stick my left hand needle through all three in the new order, the new twisted order. Slip them back over on the left hand needle. Now they're in the correct order with what used to be the leftmost stitch over on the right, but they're twisted on the needle, so the same as one over one, you knit through the back loops to untwist them so they're positioned correctly. So knit the top one and knit the two bottom ones all through the back loops. Now they're twisted. Now I'm going to do the same thing, twist right over two, but with the bottom two stitches slipped, like you're going to do in this pattern a lot. So starts out the same, slip the needles onto the right hand needle as if you're knitting three together, them back onto the left hand needle, all together. Correct order, knit the top stitch through the back loop to untwist it. Now because these stitches are positioned twisted on the needle, you need to slip them this way, like through the back loop, so that they're positioned correctly on the new right hand needle. So instead of slipping them like this, purlwise, you want to slip them through the back loop like that. That way they're positioned correctly, so when you go back through and knit the row later in the contrasting color, you don't have to worry about untwisting them because they're already untwisted. So I'm going to do left twist over 2 stitches. That's 1 top stitch, but over 2 instead of over 1, using the same exact technique. So I slip knitwise 1, 2, 3 now, because I'm going over 2. So I slip the top one, then slip 2 more knitwise. 1, 2, 3. Grab my left hand needle through all 3 in a row. Drop them off the right hand needle. Now they're positioned correctly. They're just flipped. So the top stitch that was the furthest on the right is now the furthest on the left. So it went over both the 2. Now I just knit all 3 stitches in the correct order. And twist left. Ta-da! Now I'm going to do the same thing but with the slipped stitches underneath. So this pattern uses a lot of twisted stitches over slip stitches to make the different patterns work. So it's the exact same thing. Slip 1, slip 2, slip 3. Grab all 3 with my left hand needle. But now the first 2 on the needle now are the bottom 2. So I'm just going to slip those. You can slip them both together or one at a time. They're twisted around each other so they're close together. So you just slip 1, 2, and then you knit the final one, the top stitch.